Hey guys, Miss Caulfield here. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a direction for the assignment that you'll be doing today. So the first topic that we're going to talk about is just kind of like wrapping up microeconomics. So we kind of got cut off a little bit. We were going to have our test when we came back, but that's not going to happen. So I just kind of wanted to wrap up microeconomics before we moved into macroeconomics. So the last thing that we're going to talk about with microeconomics is market failures. So market failures happen when there is a misallocation of resources in the market. The reason that I think it's important that we talk about market failures before moving on to macroeconomics is because market failures is what causes a lot of the government intervention that we see in our economy. So the first thing that you're going to do in today's lesson is, and this will all be posted on the Google Classroom, the first thing that you'll do is you'll click the link and you'll watch this video. So this video does a really great job at going over what market failures are, and then also the two major types of government intervention for when markets fail. You'll fill out this worksheet as you go through the video. And then you'll turn that in, when you turn in your assignment on the Google Classroom. Once you're done with that, you're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive into two types of market failures on the Econ Lowdown website. So you should have, if you have not already, created it's not letting me get to the Google Classroom. Hold on one sec. There we go. You should have already created just move myself, Econ Lowdown account and added the classroom to your account. So these are the directions for that on the Google Classroom if you haven't already done that. So when you go to the Econ Lowdown, it'll look something like this. Yours is going to look a little bit different because I obviously have the teacher view and you will have the student view, but you're going to do these two assignments. Basically, it's an audio series. It's not very long, and you'll answer some questions. So the two types of market failures that you're going to be exploring in a little more depth are externalities, positive and negative, and then public goods. So you'll complete these two assignments on Econ Lowdown just to get a more in-depth understanding about what these two market failures are. And then when you're done with those two things, and I will be able to tell like when you've completed them and the questions you got right or wrong when they ask you the questions about the audio that you'll be hearing. And then the last thing you guys will do and turn in is the market failures worksheet. So for each of the scenarios, you will identify which market failure it is, and then explain either a regulatory or market-based solution that the government could implement to fix this failure. The video that you'll be watching goes over what regulatory and market-based solutions are, but let me just give you a brief summary. Regulatory is when there's a market failure and the government creates like a law or something that is meant to lower that failure. For example, if there is a factory that's causing a lot of pollution, maybe the government outlaws that certain chemical that factory is using to reduce the pollution. That's regulatory, that's a law. Market-based solution would be more of like the government putting a tax on that chemical in order to create an incentive for the company to not use that chemical and to not produce that pollutant. So those are two types. So you'll read each scenario, identify which market failure it is, and then give either a regulatory or market-based solution to fix the failure. Please identify if it's regulatory or market-based. So an example would be, this is a regulatory solution. The government could blah, blah, blah. This would fix the market failure by blah, blah, blah. Okay? So that is what you are doing for this first assignment. Please make sure that you turn everything in on the Google Classroom. It'll all be on the assignment, so it should be really easy to just turn it all in. And let me know if you guys have any questions. And then we'll start macroeconomics next, which I think is the more interesting of the two types of economics. Okay, bye guys.